What is up, YouTube? This is Niz Games here with my friend TheRadTrav. Say hi.
Hello.
And we are going to be doing a new series on my YouTube channel called Podcasting, and there will be a download link in the description if you'd like to download it and listen to it anywhere you want, and also a SoundCloud link in that as well. So, TheRadTrav, I prepared a couple questions, and I want you to answer them. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Alright, but first I would like to let everyone know that TheRadTrav's channel link will be in my description, and I hope that he'll put mine in his. And
Yeah,
if
you've
you'd
been
like...
following him for a while, I give him a few gameplay clips like on a long time ago.
Yeah. And also, if you're on the podcast version, which is just audio, the YouTube channel links will be youtube.com/user/NidsPlaysGames, and you can find his link on there as well under my featured friends tab. Now, Travis, or is it okay if I call you Travis?
Yeah, I don't care. Call me whatever.
Alright, I'll call you Trav then. How do you feel YouTubing has evolved for gamers?
I don't think YouTube itself really doesn't like them. As you know, partnership, YouTube, they don't like it, so
So it's kind of hard.
yeah. So you really have to get a regular third-party partnership rather than just the YouTube one. So
Yes. Yeah.
rather than if you're a vlogger, whatever, you can just
Do regular YouTube?
yeah, which I think a lot of people do, because I think you can cancel anytime there's like YouTube doesn't give a crap. I don't know how much you get paid though, but yeah.
Yeah, I never looked into it either. Now, do you feel that this is intentional? Do you feel like this is something that they had to do, or do you feel like they're just kind of accidentally doing this?
I think they're really doing it because they don't want to go to all the companies and make them sign stuff, and they don't really want to take the time to do that. They just feel people will just, once you get big enough, go to like us, Freedom, or Machinima or somebody.
Yeah.
Because they're better anyway, and
Yeah. Right. And how do you feel games themselves, like video games, have developed over the past 5 years? I noticed that you play a lot of Xbox games and PlayStation games, so maybe you could give a different view on that than I could.
number one, graphics, of course, and because the Xbox 360 came out, I think, was it? It was, I think 8 years. 8 years, the exact date, I think, the Xbox One, I think.
Well, I would
Maybe.
look it up, but I would have to tab out and stuff, and that would be painful.
I think 8 years, Xbox One. Possibly,
Okay.
I'm not sure about that, but I heard that. So, within the 8 years, even though the
Okay.
Xbox One 8 years ago probably wasn't the best, they still made the games good, even though the system really didn't bump up processor or anything. They still made really good games in that 8 years, which you probably couldn't do on a computer and stuff. So, like Black Ops 2 and stuff on the 360. They're playing on an 8-year-old basically computer, and still awesome.
Yeah, that's something a lot of people I don't think really think about when they think of consoles, is that consoles use the same parts a computer does, except the fact that it's branding it and restricting it to a specific software, be it from Xbox or PlayStation, is they're charging extra to brand it and limit it. Limit
Yeah.
it. And while that may not be always the case of limiting it, for some points it's going to be limiting the console itself. And I think a lot of people don't take that into consideration. How do you feel about that?
I like it. I mean, like I said, 8 years, and still the games are running good, looking good.
No, yes, and consoles definitely do have a lot of support for rather, not really illiterate people, but like, for example, a computer illiterate person wouldn't really be able to do very much until he learned about it. But a console illiterate person could call somebody or ask his friends for help, and it's also a very simple thing to learn to begin with. And so I like to recommend consoles for people just starting out into gaming, and depending on where they want to take it, I would say PC or console. How do you feel about that?
I do like both, but most PC games like Minecraft or something can't use a controller, which I like to. It's just easier for me. I've always been Xbox, so you might
Yeah.
have always been computer, so you're used to it. So
Actually, I used to do Xbox games. I have a limited edition Xbox 360. It's a Gears of War edition, but it stands the noble purpose of monitor stand, and that's what it's been doing for the past 3 years.
yeah, I've been thinking about getting like a monitor stand slash on the side of it. You can put your laptop just standing there in midair, so I can like have my keyboard where I have my laptop right now.
That'd be
So,
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, do you like the changes they've done in gaming, or do you feel like they should take a different approach?
I'd like to see maybe, especially with the Xbox and stuff, maybe customization, kind of like PCs. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like when you're buying one, maybe this processor, this one, whatever. I don't know. Probably wouldn't ever happen, but
That's a good idea. Actually, that's a very good idea. You're saying basically you should be able to buy different tiers of Xboxes that have different processors, etc.
yeah.
Now, I'm not 100% sure on this one, but do you know what type of processors and graphics, GPUs they use in the new consoles? I think I heard something about them using
I know
AMD, but I'm not really sure.
they got a custom AMD, I think. Let me just look it up. I think they got 8 gigs of RAM. And
Let's just do Xbox only for this one because I don't really feel PlayStation
think
has
they're
much weight.
almost the same. Okay, I got it up right now. Okay, let me just. They got an 8-core CPU, 8 gig system memory, 500 hard drive, or a terabyte if you buy the Advanced Warfare.
Oh, the Xbox One does?
Yeah, terabyte or 500.
Okay.
Depends.
Because I was sitting here reading the Xbox 360 stuff, and I was like,
Sounds a bit overpowered.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
wireless HDMI in and out and USB 3, which USB 3 is a bit overrated for right now. Maybe in a few years, but whatever.
I definitely feel like 3.0 is not something you'd really need for any time soon.
I mean, what's it give ya? Are you really gonna sit there? Does that second longer of transferring your music or whatever really make a difference?
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree with what you're saying. I mean, are you really even going to notice that extra second? Because I know a lot of people say when they upgraded from AMD to Nvidia or Nvidia to AMD, they're like, oh, for the same price I got a better deal, but yet they're comparing a 3-year-old card to a 1-year-old card or something really, illogical things. And for you, which one do you prefer more, AMD or Nvidia?
I like Nvidia personally. I just like their color and just how their cards look, and I just like them.
And what about processor-wise, AMD or Intel?
You mean, oh wait, never mind. I thought you said like Nvidia or Intel. I was like, never mind. I like Intel. Just I had an AMD processor on my old computer and it was shit, so I'm like, no more of that.
Because what I'm running in my computer, and I probably should have told you this, but my whole build is, I like to think that Intel and Nvidia kind of are like the two choice to go together, and then MSI and AMD are like the two choice to go together. For example, you'll see a lot of crossovers between MSI and AMD, and they run better together than, say, Nvidia and AMD, or Intel and MSI. But what I have is an 8-core AMD CPU and an AMD R7 260X graphics card.
But also, Nvidia does have the overall best cards. I'm not just saying that because I like them. They got the Titan, they got the 970, 980 right now, and
yeah, I actually want to look up real quick if there's anything different. I'm sorry that I just pulled something up over top, but let's take a look. AMD, or let's see what you said the Titan.
The Titan is the world's fastest video card.
Yeah, I want to
Titan
see
Black,
what
I
it's.
think. It's either Z or Black. The $3,000 one is the best.
So they got 6 GB with 300.
No. Is that the $1,000 one or the 3,000? There's a $3,000 one, which is the
This is
world's
the 1,000.
fastest. Yeah, look at the 3,000.
Alright.
I think it has 12 gigs of VRAM.
Alright, I'm gonna look at chat here,
Not
and I
6.
should probably be doing. Oh, here we go. Computing 12 gigabytes of GDDR5 RAM. That is amazing overkill. Okay, and now we want to look at AMD GPU, and I'm gonna do a list on price highest to lowest, and now we're gonna just take a quick look and see what you could get for the same.
I think it
amount of
goes from highest to like number 4 lowest for NVIDIA. Is the
Oh my
Titan Black,
gosh.
I think, or Z is it? And then the Black or Z.
The
And
most
then-
expensive card online. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that they're serious. Okay, here we go. You got the AMD Fire Pro, which also has 12 gigabytes of GDDR5 RAM, but it's for some reason 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about $600 cheaper than the Nvidia Tesla. I kind of want to see why. 320 gigabytes, and this
Probably the
doesn't
processor or cores. Because I'm pretty sure the Titan is the best card. I haven't heard anything about it changing.
Sure.
And I like watch this guy on YouTube, which probably would talk about
Oh,
it.
okay. Oh my gosh. So there's basically two evenly matched cards. One's more expensive, but I think there's something else that, because I doubt that one company would just charge more. There's got to be something else, here. Although, I am seeing something else that is kind of disturbing. Is that there's another card. If my internet stops acting up, there's another card from AMD that's even cheaper, but has even more RAM, and I want to see if that's GDDR5 as well. Okay, so this is I misread. I'm sorry. It's no, here it is. 16 gigabytes of 512-bit, and the Nvidia Tesla doesn't really say. So, from the looks of it, it does look like.
Are you actually looking at the Tesla or the Titan Black or whatever?
I'm looking at the Nvidia Tesla.
Oh.
That is almost 3 times as powerful as the Titan. And now,
Titan Black, I think it is. No, I think it's Z. How
Oh.
much is the Tesla?
the Tesla is $3,919.
Yeah, the Z is the fastest. It has 5,760 CUDA cores, which is basically cores.
Oh,
Base
wow, I
clock,
see that
750.
I see the
Boost clock.
Titan. This new Tesla is twice as fast as the Nvidia's Titan Z,
Well, Tesla or more?
but that's also from Nvidia. Nvidia Tesla and Nvidia Titan Z are both this.
Well, they're not really. Tesla aren't really for just people. They're more for companies. So,
Yeah.
I think I
So overall, unless you're going to be spending more than $5,000, both cards kind of evenly match up around the same price range, give or
Actually-
take $1,000, and also give or take performance.
Actually, this guy on YouTube, he had a Titan Black, which is a $1,000 card. He actually got like 7 of them free from Nvidia because he was like, "Yo, can we get some?" And he's really famous on YouTube, so of course they send him it. And he's making like 7 computer connected, liquid cooling everything, and he's
Oh, wow.
liquid cooling all the CPUs and GPUs and stuff.
Huh.
And then he's
So,
having like radiator outside on top of his house. Yeah, it's
That
like,
is
gonna be crazy. I totally want to see it though. So
Oh, yeah. So yeah, I guess both cards kind of evenly match out. And if you really do have more than $5,000, the only card available is from Navita, and that is what you'd have to go with if you push the $5,000 limit. But I don't think anyone really would want to spend more than $5,000 on a single card, because running two cards in Raid, Crossfire, or PCI, not PCI, SLI, it's gonna get you better performance running two $2,500 cards than a $5,000 card, and that's why after a certain point, running two cards at once is gonna be better, and it's just gonna be a constant race to see who can run the most cards that are the most powerful. But don't forget to comment on this video if you're watching it, and if you're watching it from the podcast, don't forget to like it on SoundCloud and share it with your friends. This has been TheRadTrav, and we'll see you in our next video. Peace.
Bye.